Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Just a Podcast. I'm here with Hannah today, and we are just gonna jump right into it.
I can like vividly remember the smell of like the
Yeah,
seats in the bus, like when you get on the bus and you sit down in the seat and like the like flapping thing that the seat made, like I
yeah,
remember that, and then like the smell of the seats, like I like specifically remember
yeah.
that.
Not a lot of people, could, but for me, it kind of was very distinct
Yeah.
smell. It
Yeah,
was
I
a
feel like
fun
every bus
leather.
smells the same. School
Yeah,
bus specifically, like every school bus smells the same.
with what are they called? It's those buses, coach buses.
Oh yeah.
They have a very different,
Yeah.
distinct smell.
Can I get like a car freshener that smells like a school bus? That'd be great.
Again, that was really big. Not really in the early years of elementary school, but later on, that heads-up game with the iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Everyone would just get so into it. It was like
We would do that like in my classes where like at lunchtime in high school, like we would do that, like we just play heads up like the entire time. It was so entertaining.
everyone just would get crazy.
We
It's
would
just-
do that like on our field trips. We do that, the whole like double this double that. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, it was just
okay.
this hand game that we used to play, and like we
Okay.
would get like words that are like two words like ladybug or catnip or like just like those kind of
Okay.
words, right? And we go like double lady double bug
Okay.
double lady double ladybug.
Okay.
We would do that, yeah.
The comical kids just made the bus ride a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It just the energy you'd get from them. It just made you more excited. And them
Yeah.
goofing off and being silly, and the games they'd come up with, and like the
Yeah,
things
there's
they
always
do.
a new game, like every time.
Yeah.
There was always a new game to play.
It was I don't know how they did.
Or like you
it.
would like come up with like ones during the year, and then like when you go on the field trip, you're like, oh my god, like we gotta play this game.
Yeah,
Like we have to
this
play
one
this
is-
game.
this is
Like
the
this
right
one's
time.
perfect. Like,
Yes.
it's a perfect game. So middle school I was in student council, and we had these these like ceremonies for like master council, and like we had never won master council before, right? And so the elementary school I went to, it was like a K through 8 school, but I only went there for 7th and 8th because I went to that other school for elementary.
Okay.
So like the previous years we never won master council, and then so in 7th grade I had joined student council, and the year we went, so it was at some like casino hotel, don't really know where. I think it was in like Fountain Hills, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not quite sure where it was. I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
It was just some like random like lesser known one. I'll have to ask somebody. But so we would stay at this hotel like overnight and everything, and that was always so much fun because we would just like goof around. Oh, like I guess another overnight field trip that I did was in high school. I was a thespian, which is it's like a part of like a theater group.
Okay.
And so we went to Thespian Festival every year, and we would stay in hotels in Phoenix and everything. That was always fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. We get to like roam around Phoenix, go to these like conferences, and like do these like acting activities and stuff like that. And like the hotels we stayed in like both years I went were like so nice. We stayed in the Sheraton in Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, I've been to that.
The Sheraton is
Yes.
a nice hotel. Like
Yeah.
it's so nice. And then like, oh god, the view we had was
You must have been like.
we were
okay.
high up. And then the second year we stayed at the Hyatt in Phoenix, which is the one with like the rotating restaurant.
I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I've never actually
They're
stayed
they're
there.
nice, real
Okay.
nice, real nice.
With the hotels I just stayed at in the high school time,
Mm-hmm.
what was your favorite eateries that you guys went
Oh,
to?
okay. So like, I don't know. Have you like explored downtown Phoenix area?
I haven't.
Okay, downtown Phoenix is so nice, and there's so many really cool places to eat. I think the first year I went, we went to this TGI Fridays that was inside a baseball park.
Okay.
It was so cool. Like and like where we were sitting, there was no baseball game going on, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like where we were sitting, you could see the field like perfectly. Cause it was really cool. So like that's where we like ate that one time. There's like this like really cool sushi place down there called Squid Ink. Real good, by the way, super good. There's like a lot of like really cool places like around there to eat, but like we never really went to anywhere like
A
cool.
pizza joint
Pizza,
ever, or
I forget-
Italian ever joint?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm remembering this now.
Okay.
There was this like little like pizza place like tucked away in the corner, and like sometimes in like especially like in the main part of downtown Phoenix because it's all just like city life. It's hard to find like hole in the wall places. I love hole in the wall places. It's my favorite. but there was like this pizza joint, and it was like tucked in the middle of like this like, it's kind of like an outdoor mall. But we went to this pizza place, and it was so good. Like, I'm like, this pizza, I don't even know the name of this place. Like, it's not even on, like, the sign is not even up. Like, I was like, this pizza is so good. That was nice. That was really nice because everything was, like, right there. It was in downtown Disney. It was just a walk to everything. Like, it was so nice. Actually, Johnny Depp was staying in the hotel the same time we were.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and so was Jerry Bruckheimer.
Okay.
Yeah, they were staying in the same hotel because I think they were like doing like, I don't know what they were doing, but they were there. I mean, they were staying in the same hotel as us, and we're like, my mom was so excited, and like, I remember one time like we walked in, and like I didn't really know who they were at the time because I was like young.
Oh my gosh.
But like my mom, like we just got back from the pool, right? And my mom and I like walk into the lobby, and she freaks out, right? And she like runs out, and I'm like this like 5-year-old child, like where'd my mom go? Like where'd she go? And I see that she ran back outside, and I'm like, Mom, like what? Why'd you run away? And then like my dad and my brother showed up, and my mom like goes to my dad, and she's like, Jerry Bruckheimer is in the lobby right now. And I'm like, who's that? And my mom's like, he directs the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I'm like, oh, like, yeah. I'm 5. I don't know how old I was. I might have been 5. Okay. I might have been like 7. I don't remember, honestly. But I was like, Mom, like, why don't you say hi? And she's like, I'm in my bathing suit. And she was just like making like a whole big deal out of it. I'm like, could have gone and said hi. I don't understand. But that was a nice hotel. Okay. Oh my God. But the Sheraton's a good second.
Okay.
Yeah, Sheraton's a good second. I don't stay in like a lot of like really fancy hotels because like whenever like we go places or whatever, like our rule of thumb is we want to spend more on like the activity and like doing stuff out there, eating really good food or whatever, than like where we're just gonna be sleeping. You know, like, and I kind of get that. Like, if you're just gonna be somewhere just to sleep and change, I don't really see the need. Like, if I have friends who, like, live in the area, whatever, like, I'll stay with them. You know, if I have family, whatever, like, I'll stay with them. That's how I like to travel. I also like traveling like a local. So, like, when I go places, like, if I have, like, friends or family, like, in the areas and everything, I like to, like, stay with them.
With me, it was finding the spot with the great bit of scenery. The seat that would allow me to see a good amount of what was outside the bus. Not that I didn't want to sit with anyone because, you know, when I saw someone, of course, I'd sit down, hey, how's it going? You know, just sit next to someone, you know, or around them. But I'd always try to find that spot where my gut told me, that spot right there, you gotta sit there.
I always would get, like, anxiety just, like, walking onto the bus because, like, especially if I didn't know who I was going to sit with or whatever, like, I always had, like, anxiety doing that because it's like, okay, I don't know who I'm going to sit with, like, and I would be afraid to, like, sit somewhere and then somebody like, oh, that seat's taken. Like, that's embarrassing, especially at such a young age. Like, so I would, like, usually end up just, like, finding, like, a bench that was, like, one of the seats that was, like, empty and just sit there and then wait for someone to sit next to me. Okay. Just wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, I would do that, like, a lot. Like, that happened a lot in middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just, find, like, just, like, an empty seat, sit there, wait for someone to sit next to me. Nobody sat next to me. I got a bench to sleep on.
That seat that I found alone, just, it was great.
I like that like, that was how you, like, determined which seat was, like, not who you were sitting next to, but, like, which had, like, the best view. I like that.
Yeah, because, like, it's pros and cons of everything, but for me, it's like, I could sit next to someone, but I miss a good chunk of the scenery.
Yeah, so I have, like, a habit of, like, when I'm on, like, road trips or whatever, I will just stare out the window. Yeah. Like, I would just stare out the window and, like, see everything that, like, we're passing. I love it. I love it so much. And so, like, I can get, like, sucked into that. Like, people will be in, like, a conversation. I'm just sitting there, like oh, look at that tree. Yeah. That's another tree. Look at that billboard. What was that one camera that got, like, really popular around, like, when we were, like, in middle school or something? It was, like, white. And it was, like, a rectangle.
I know
what I'm talking about? And like, I can't think of what that camera was called. Like, I remember, like, it was the coolest thing. Everybody got one.
Yeah,
like,
it was
you know, like, if, like, your teachers wanted to, like, film a video or something of the class, like, they would use that camera. Those were the thing. Yeah. Like, I loved those so much. Like, I remember, like, people started, like, wearing them, and I wanted one, like, so badly. Like, I wanted them. And then, like, I saw a pack at the store, and I told my mom. They were, like, super cheap, right? And I was like, yeah, like, I'll get you a pack. So she got it, and then, like, the collection just kept growing. It just, like, I don't remember how long it took for this collection to grow. Like, my mom, it's, like, every, like, couple days, like, my mother would come home with a new pack of silly bands for me. Like,
yes.
I think she was the one obsessed with them. Like,
Yeah.
I would just, like, I'd come home, and she's like, oh, here, I got these for you. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I would, like, give them, like, I would, like, trade them with my friends or whatever, you know?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
we would do that. Like, those were the best.
One of my favorite field trips was when we went to go see Iron Man 3.
Oof.
That was the first time I had seen it with other classmates,
Mm-hmm.
and when you see it with people around your age, the experience is just
Oh, for
a lot
sure.
of fun,
Yeah.
especially people who have never seen it before.
Yeah.
It was a
I
great
like-
experience for
Yeah,
everyone.
I like to go to movies with my friends rather than go to movies with my family. I don't really know
Yeah,
why.
'cause-
Like, it's not like I don't love my family. Like, I
Right.
love hanging out with my family.
Yeah.
Like, grocery shopping with my mom is, like, our go-to thing. Like, it's so much fun. But, like, I just would rather, like, go to the movies, like, with my friends. Because, like, I feel like because, like, what I mentioned earlier about, like, how I like to talk during the movie sometimes, it's, like, I can make those jokes to my friends, and they get it, and it's funny to
Yeah.
them, you know? Because I can't make those jokes to my mom.
You're like,
She'll be like,
huh?
like I'll quote like a vine like over something that I did, and
Yeah.
like I'll be like quoting a vine, and mom's like, what? I'm like, Zoe would get it. Gosh. Like,
yeah.
I think. So you asked me what my favorite field trip was.
Yeah.
I remember another overnight field trip I had. It was this one. In 8th grade, I went to Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a really fun trip. Washington D.C. is gorgeous. Like, it's beautiful, and I learned like so much about, you know, like our government and like, you know, how it's run and like the history behind America and everything. And like I learned things that like I didn't know at the time, and it was like super like cool just to like be there in that moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We also went to this one place. It's called the New Museum, and it's so cool. It's like all this like advanced technology stuff, you know. It's got like stuff from like the past, and then it like brings you to things of like the future, and it's so cool. I love. It's like an interactive museum. I love interactive museums, like the Science Center in Phoenix. It's my favorite place. I love it. It's so cool. Like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. But like that was really cool. It was like we went to all these really cool museums and everything. We didn't get to go into the White House, but we stood in front of the White House, in front of the gates.
I meant pre-field trip, not post.
Oh.
So with post field trip, how did you sleep with all that excitement and you know you had the game plan of everything in your head?
I would not sleep. Like
Okay, so it was a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
You just lay down like, come on, I
You're,
gotta
like,
get
so
that 8
excited.
hours of sleep.
Yeah, because like you don't be tired. Like when you go on the
Yeah.
field trip, you want to be like ready and awake for the energy,
Yeah.
and then like you're like finally you fall asleep. You get like maybe like 5 hours of sleep.
Yes.
And then which was like not enough when you were a kid.
Yeah, it's just
You
like,
know,
oh.
like it was not enough. It's still not enough.